Hi guys, rideshare PA here today. As always, if you are new to the channel, I would like to say thank you for stopping by. If this is the first time you are coming, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, hit the like and ding the bell so that way you know when I come out with new content. Alright, today's video is going to be the 8 things that you should have in your car when either you are first starting out driving for Uber and Lyft or any rideshare company, or afterwards. You should always have a few of these things, but these are the 8 things that I would recommend that you have in your car when you start out, okay? Or after you start out, you gather them over time. But eventually you should always have most of these things in your car. They will help you either in your job doing rideshare, or they will help you as far as keeping your car clean and tidy while you are doing rideshare, okay? The number one thing that every single person should have in their car, and for the most part, most of the ones I see do, very first thing you should purchase before you even do your first ride is a phone mount, okay? Whether it is one that suction cups to your window, one that gets plugged into your air vent, or something like that, but you need a phone mount, okay? Phone mounts take the phone out of your hand and put it onto the dash, okay? Pretty much every single state that I know of requires you to have a phone mount. The reason being is it keeps your eyes, for the most part, looking out the windshield instead of looking down at your phone. Also, if a cop pulls up or sees you looking at your phone in your hand, you can get pulled over for it, okay? It is a very safe way to look at your phone and still keep your eyes on the road, okay? Number 2 that I would always recommend every single person buy, one, you need one for you to keep your phone charged. But if you buy 1 or 2 extra, I would recommend getting ones with like a lightning cable and also a mini USB. Chargers and cables, okay? I would highly recommend every single person before you start out have chargers and cables. Okay, I have a 12 volt charger that gets plugged into my car that runs back in like the middle of my seats, and then that has 4 USB outlets in it. I plug in 2 chargers and I have one on either side that droops down over my headrest so that passengers can see that I have chargers available for them, okay? So I would highly recommend every single person has a charger, especially if you're doing later nights, if you're picking up people from the bar, after the bar. They always want to have their phones charged, so that is a good thing, okay? Number 3, okay, I would highly recommend you either get leather floor mats, or if you can afford them, WeatherTech floor mats. WeatherTech floor mats are a little bit more expensive. You will pay more for them. They are a premium floor mat. However, they are, in my opinion, the best floor mats that you can get for your car. The reason being, they are molded to your car. So when you stick them in your car, they literally will fit the entire gap of your car. So when it rains, when it snows, if people have muddy shoes, it will stay on there. Plus, WeatherTech floor mats are made of like, it's like a black vinyl type thing, but you can literally pull them out and they stay that shape, so nothing like gets dropped into your car. You can take them to the car wash them off with a pressure hose, and then within 10 or 15 minutes when they're dry, stick them back in your car and you're fine, okay? They make cleaning your car a whole lot easier, okay? Number 4, if you do not have leather seats, or even if you do and you want to keep them protected, seat covers, okay? My car, when I bought it, has tan seats. They're cloth. They did not have stains. Now, the one in the back, somebody spilled something the one time when I was driving. I tried to get it out. I got most of it out, but it's still there. I have seat covers that I bought off Amazon. You can get them anywhere, 25, 30 bucks at the most, probably. I would highly recommend that you get seat covers. 2 reasons. 1, you want to keep your seats clean. Number 2, if somebody throws up or spills something in your car, it's easier to clean up if they spill it on the seat covers than if they spill it on your actual seats. Okay? Number 5, okay? This is something I highly recommend. If you have a side job, okay? Whether it's mowing lawns, or say your full-time job, you're an electrician or a plumber, or say you do like web analysis or web design, anything like that, okay? If you have a personal business card, keep it on you, okay? I have a business card. I have my name and my phone number on it. People have always asked me, how do we get you as a ride coming back from the bar or whatever. I give them my personal card and I tell them if they want to contact me, feel free to contact me. I can get to the bar, and hopefully if I'm the closest person to you, you can be my, I'll be your Uber. But you have to make sure it's in the app, okay? But like I said, if you have a side business or another side hustle, and when you're talking to that person about it, like, if don't bring it up. But what I'm saying is, if you're talking to that person about, say they are talking about their house is under construction, blah 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 or whatever, and they're looking for an electrician, and you just happen to be an electrician, feel free to say hey, well, I'm an electrician. I do that as my full-time job. Here's my card. I mean, networking. You want to try and network. If you have side gigs other than Uber and Lyft, network yourself. Feel free. Why wouldn't you? It's free publicity, okay? The other thing I would have, especially if you were doing nighttime runs as far as the bar scene, okay, this would be number, I think 6 or 7, I can't remember, I lost track, is puke bags or a throw-up bucket, okay? The reason why I say that, you may never use these things, okay? I would rather, you can get them on Amazon, I think they're like 15 or 20 bucks. You can get a pack of like 24 throw-up bags, like vomit bags, and they're real small. They're compact, they fold half and half, whatever, but you can keep 3 or 4 in your car, in your like center console or something, or in the back seat. If somebody's looking like they're going to throw up, hand them one and say, look, take this throw-up bag. If you don't use it, I'll take it back at the end of the ride, just in case you need it, because if you do not, there is a $300 charge. Now, most people know, most drivers know, in most cases it's $150, but if you tell them that it's a $300 charge and they don't know, they're going to be more inclined to hold that vomit bag right on their mouth, just in case, guys. So make sure you have a vomit bag, okay? Number 8, and this is one that I personally don't agree with. I do it sometimes, but not often. People do this all the time, and it's up to you whether you want to do it, is treats, okay? If you personally feel like you want to spend money on treats, and when I say treats, I mean like chips, bags, gum, lollipops. I don't consider water bottles a treat. However, it's thrown in there if you want to get water bottles. Things like that. If you want to spend that money to make extra tips, feel free, but just know that tips are not guaranteed. So if you're spending $15, $20, $30 a week on treats, don't expect to get that money back, okay, guys? Because people are going to tip you whether or not you give them stuff, okay? That's just how people are. Some people tip, some people don't. In the summertime when it's hot out, sure, I'll definitely go to the Costco's, BJ's, like a wholesale place, get water bottles and keep them in my trunk, and I'll put them in my side door, and if people want a water, I say, grab a water down there on the door, feel free to take it. Water's not expensive. I can get a pack of 36 or 48 at wherever for like $4, and it usually lasts me a week or 2 because people don't drink them that often. But that's completely up to you. That would be the one thing I would say I wouldn't recommend, but I have it on the list because a lot of people do to it. But the 2 main things that I would recommend that you get before you do any ride share at all is a phone mount for your car and charging cables so that way people can charge. Most people that I've had give me tips always ask for a charging cable, or when they see it, they're like, oh my God, that's awesome, you have a charging cable. The one that I have two. One goes to each, like I said, goes to each seat. It has 4 different cables, ends on it. One's a Type-C, one's a mini USB, and there are 2 lightning cables for Apple phones, for iPhones. So that saves me, I can charge 4 devices on 1 cable. That saves me a lot of hassle there. But those are the 2 main things that I would say every single rideshare driver should have before you even set foot out on the road. The other thing that I will say, and I didn't put it in the list because so many YouTubers and so many people always talk about this, is dash cams, okay? I would put that as number 3 after a phone mount and a charger, is a dash cam, okay? You might not be able to afford it right away, but the second you can afford a dash cam, you need to go buy one, okay? Main reason being is that it will solve any problems if you have a problem in an accident, if you get in an accident while you have a person with you, if you have a dispute with a passenger as far as they threw up in your car, or let's say they say for any reason they call Uber or Lyft and tell them that you were drunk, they tell you that you hit on them, you touched them, or any of this stuff. Dash cams don't lie, guys. Dash cams tell the truth, okay? There's always 3 sides to a story. No matter what anybody tells you, there's 3 sides to a story. There's your side, there's the person's side, other person's side, and then there's the truth, okay? And no matter what you try and say, that person, your passenger, is going to tell their side of the story. You're going to tell your side of the story, and the dash cam is the one that's going to tell the truth. So at the end of the day, I always recommend a dash cam. Okay, if you need a good dash cam, I have 2 linked in my description below on every single video. My old one, which I'm giving away November 1st at 8 p.m., is linked in there, and my brand new one, which is the Blue Sky, is also linked in there as well. Alright guys, so if you guys have any questions on any of these things, please feel free to contact me. My email is in the description below, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Rideshare PA out.